Banquets versus BBQs, the art of feasting Chinese style versus the casual American cookout. Imagine this. In China, you walk into a banquet hall and immediately feel like you've crashed a royal wedding. Red lanterns glow, 12-course meals are paraded out one after another, and everyone is seated around giant round tables that spin like roulette wheels loaded with dumplings. Over in America, you show up to a backyard barbecue. There's a plastic folding table covered in paper plates, a guy named Dave wearing an apron that says "Kiss the Cook," and a grill loaded with burgers that may or may not still be raw in the middle. Both events are about eating together, but that's where the similarities end. One is a highly choreographed production worthy of a Broadway stage, the other is a relaxed hangout where even the dog gets a hot dog. So let's dig into the cultural comedy of Chinese banquets versus American BBQs. The Chinese banquet, a feast fit for an emperor. A Chinese banquet is not just dinner, it's a performance, a social event, and a status update rolled into one. The setup? Round tables that can seat 10 to 12 people, complete with a giant lazy Susan in the middle. The food arrives in waves. It doesn't matter if you're hungry because you will be fed relentlessly. Shark fin soup, roast duck, fish, dumplings, noodles, desserts. You name it, it spins around on the lazy Susan like it's auditioning for a cooking show. And here's the rule. You don't just eat until you're full, you eat until you physically can't. And then the host insists on one more round. You must try this dish. Eat more, you're too skinny. It's not a suggestion, it's a command. Refusing food is basically an insult. At a banquet, noise is encouraged. People toast endlessly, clinking glasses with ganbei, that basically means bottoms up. Business deals are made between bites, marriages are arranged between sips of baijiu, and uncles loudly retell stories you've already heard 20 times. The banquet is about showing face, demonstrating generosity, and making sure no guest leaves hungry or sober. The American BBQ, casual chaos with charcoal. Now jump to an American backyard BBQ. Forget chandeliers and lazy Susans. Here, the dining room is a lawn with lawn chairs. The menu, burgers, hot dogs, potato salad, and maybe some corn on the cob. The atmosphere? Laid back, sunny, and fueled by cans of beer. The grill master is king. He or she stands guard by the barbecue like a knight protecting the castle. Everyone else stands around pretending to care about cooking times. Medium rare or well done? Oh, just make sure it's not raw in the middle. Nobody is taking notes for Michelin stars here. Unlike the banquet, where dishes arrive in strict order, the BBQ is all about DIY timing. Grab a plate, pile on what you want, eat standing up if necessary. The dog is probably under the table waiting for scraps. Kids run around, someone plays country music or classic rock, and the vibe is, hey, as long as there's enough chips and soda, we're good. Seating arrangements. Order versus freedom. At a banquet, where you sit matters. There's hierarchy. The most important guest gets the seat facing the door. Elders sit in places of honor. If you sit in the wrong spot, people might gently move you, or not so gently. Seating is part of the ritual. At a BBQ, sit anywhere. Lawn chair, cooler, or the grass, it doesn't matter. People wander around mid-bite, switching seats like musical chairs. If you sit in the wrong spot, nobody cares because there is no wrong spot. The only danger is sitting too close to the smoke. Food philosophy. Too much versus. Just enough Chinese banquets follow the philosophy of abundance. More dishes than the table can hold. More food than the guest could possibly eat. Leftovers are expected. It proves the host was generous. American BBQs follow the philosophy of hope we bought enough. The host guesses how many burgers to make, and inevitably, one of two things happens. Either there are too many hot dogs left over, or someone has to run to the store mid-party because the buns ran out. Drinks, ganbei versus chill beer. Banquets run on baijiu, that fiery liquor strong enough to fuel rockets. Toasts happen constantly. Guests clink glasses, shout ganbei, and down the whole drink. Declining a toast is like refusing friendship. After 10 rounds, everyone is red-faced and loudly declaring lifelong brotherhood. BBQs run on beer. But here, the drinking style is casual. Sip slowly, nurse your can, grab another from the cooler if you feel like it. Nobody's forcing you to chug. The goal is relaxation, not obliteration. The social game. Formal networking versus hanging out at banquets. Social rules are strict. You greet the elders first. You toast the important guests. You eat politely and praise the dishes. Every move communicates respect or hierarchy. At BBQs, the social rules are non-existent. People show up late, leave early, wear flip-flops, and nobody cares. You can argue about football, gossip about the neighbors, or just sit quietly by the grill. No one is judging. The aftermath. Banquet aftermath. You roll home stuffed, slightly tipsy, and with leftovers that could feed a small village. You wonder if you'll ever eat again, but then someone invites you to another banquet next week. BBQ aftermath. You smell like smoke, your shirt has ketchup stains, and you've probably sunburned your nose. You're not overly full, but you're satisfied. And the host sends everyone home with a half-eaten tub of potato salad. Travel confusion. Chinese at an American BBQ. They may be shocked by the lack of variety. Only burgers and hot dogs? Where's the fish, the noodles, the soup? They also can't believe people eat standing up. Why no round tables? Americans at a Chinese banquet. They may panic at the sheer number of dishes. How do I pace myself? They also get nervous about constant toasts. If I ganbei one more time, I'll need a stretcher. Deeper meaning at the core. Both traditions reflect cultural values. China. Banquets are about community, hierarchy, and generosity. It's a performance of abundance. America. BBQs are about freedom, equality, and relaxation. It's a celebration of simplicity. Both ways of eating say, we care about being together. They just say it at different volumes, with different menus and very different levels of alcohol tolerance. Conclusion. 2 feasts, 1 goal. So which is better, banquets or BBQs? Honestly, it depends on your appetite. If you want 12 dishes, endless toasts, and a night of culinary theater, go for the banquet. If you want burgers, lawn chairs, and the smell of charcoal in your hair, head to the BBQ. In the end, whether you're spinning lazy Susans in China or flipping burgers in America, food is just the excuse. What matters is the laughter, the connections, and the joy of eating together. So next time you get an invite, don't overthink it. Just show up hungry, because whether it's banquets or BBQs, the feast is really about family, friends, and fun. If you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe to our channel, The Culture Clash Cafe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new content.